Hello, everyone. Every 11 seconds, someone over 60 ends up in the ER because of a fall. Most never realized their legs were getting weaker until it was too late. Still think fruit is always good for you? Think again. In today's video, I'll show you the 7 worst fruits seniors over 60 should stop eating before they destroy your legs from the inside out. If you care about your strength and mobility, hit subscribe to stay updated with more senior health tips from HEALZO. 1. Soda. Hey, be honest, how often do you drink a cold soda with lunch? Maybe it's an old habit, or just a small snack to go with a sandwich or burger. You tell yourself, just one can. I'm not having too much. But for those over 60, this little habit could be silently sapping your leg strength without warning. Here's what's really happening. A typical can of soda can contain more than 35 grams of sugar, nearly 9 teaspoons. Your body absorbs that sugar very quickly, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. That crash isn't just about energy. For older adults, it can affect your circulation, your muscle recovery, and even your nerve response. Let me help you figure this out. Over time, this cycle of blood sugar ups and downs can literally wear down your legs. You may start to notice your knees feeling heavy after walking, your legs hurting more quickly, or you feel off balance. But you wouldn't think to blame that drink, would you? According to the American Heart Association, high sugar intake contributes to insulin resistance, which can reduce blood flow and delay muscle recovery. For older adults, this means your legs not only feel tired, but they also lose strength faster as the years go by. And unlike real food, soda doesn't provide any nutrition to support your bones, joints, or muscles. No potassium, no calcium, no magnesium, just empty sugar that's wreaking havoc on your body. If your health and independence are important to you, it's time to ask, is that soda really worth it? Especially when plain water, unsweetened tea, or fruit-flavored drinks can help you stay hydrated without sacrificing strength. Comment 1 if you still have soda in your fridge. That's okay, let's talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe to HEALZO for more smart substitution tips to help you stay healthy after 60. 2. Cookies. Hey, be honest, how often do you drink a cold soda with lunch? Maybe it's an old habit, or just a small snack to go with a sandwich or burger. You tell yourself, just one can, I'm not having too much. But for those over 60, this little habit could be silently sapping your leg strength without warning. Here's what's really happening. A typical can of soda can contain more than 35 grams of sugar, nearly 9 teaspoons. Your body absorbs that sugar very quickly, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash. That crash isn't just about energy. For older adults, it can affect your circulation, your muscle recovery, and even your nerve response. Let me help you figure this out. Over time, this cycle of blood sugar ups and downs can literally wear down your legs. You may start to notice your knees feeling heavy after walking, your legs hurting more quickly, or you feel off balance. But you wouldn't think to blame that drink, would you? According to the American Heart Association, high sugar intake contributes to insulin resistance, which can reduce blood flow and delay muscle recovery. For older adults, this means your legs not only feel tired, but they also lose strength faster as the years go by. Unlike real food, soda doesn't provide any nutrition to support your bones, joints, or muscles. No potassium, no calcium, no magnesium, just empty sugar. It's wreaking havoc on your body. If your health and independence are important to you, it's time to ask, is that soda really worth it? Especially when plain water, unsweetened tea, or fruit-flavored drinks can help you stay hydrated without sacrificing strength. Comment 1 if you still have soda in your fridge. That's okay, let's talk about it. And don't forget to subscribe to HEALZO for more smart substitutions to help you stay healthy after 60. Hey, how many times have you reached for a cookie just to reward yourself after a long day? You walk into the kitchen, open the cupboard, and there it is, a package of chocolate chip or vanilla cookies. Maybe just 1, or 2, or 4. You tell yourself it's harmless, a little fun. But here's the truth. For people over 60, those cookies can be more harmful than you think. Most packaged cookies are loaded with refined carbohydrates, processed fats, and added sugars. That combination spikes your blood sugar quickly, followed by a rapid drop. And when that becomes a daily habit, you may start to feel it in your legs. Weak knees, a wobbly gait, or even sudden fatigue just from walking across the room. Let me help you understand this. According to the American Diabetes Association, frequent spikes in blood sugar are linked to nerve damage and muscle fatigue, 2 of the leading causes of disability in older adults. And Dr. Karen Lutz, a geriatric endocrinologist, warns that these drops can cause delicate balance problems in older adults, especially after eating carbohydrate-rich snacks like cookies. Worse yet, many cookies are made with hydrogenated oils, trans fats that increase inflammation and can reduce blood flow. Over time, this weakens the muscles in your legs and slows healing after injuries. So, while cookies may seem like a comfort food, they're secretly sabotaging your health. That cozy little snack? It could be the reason your legs feel heavier every month. There's nothing wrong with having a sweet treat every now and then, but if cookies are your daily habit, it might be time to opt for something better, like fruit with nut butter, or a high-fiber snack that supports your body instead of dragging it down. If you thought a couple of cookies were harmless, wait until you hear what your morning muffin might be doing to your legs. 3. Muffins. Hey, here's a question. Why does your 68-year-old neighbor still walk 3 miles every morning while you're out of breath just standing at the sink? You might think, he's just lucky. But what if the real difference is right there on your breakfast plate? Let's be honest, a lot of older people reach for a muffin in the morning. It feels easy, delicious, and even a little comforting. But what about those store-bought muffins? They're not like the ones your mom used to bake. These are often loaded with refined flour, cheap oils, and over 30 grams of sugar, more than a donut with whipped cream. Let me explain how that affects your legs. When you eat a muffin, the refined carbohydrates are quickly converted to sugar. That surge feels like quick energy, but it wears off very quickly. Over time, that pattern of blood sugar spikes and dips leads to fatigue, poor circulation, and slower muscle recovery. You may notice your legs feeling heavy, or you need to sit down after just a few minutes of standing. This type of low-protein, high-sugar breakfast can accelerate sarcopenia, the age loss of muscle mass, according to Dr. Michelle Grant, a geriatric nutritionist. And for older adults, that means weaker legs, slower balance reflexes, and a higher risk of falling. And here's the thing, many people think muffins are healthier than donuts, but the truth is, they often contain the same amount of empty calories, just in a different crust. If you're serious about protecting your mobility, muffins shouldn't be your first choice. Try starting your day with protein, fiber, and something refreshing like eggs, oatmeal, or even plain Greek yogurt with nuts. Because what you eat first thing in the morning not only affects your energy, but can also silently shape your health for years to come. Comment 3 if this applies to you, and let me know what your typical breakfast looks like. We still have 4 more foods, and trust me, one of them is probably in your fridge right now. 4. Lucky Charms cereals. Hey, have you ever sat down at the breakfast table with your grandkids and poured yourself a bowl of Lucky Charms just for fun? It felt sweet, it felt fun, like a little bonding moment, and you probably thought, why not? It's just cereal. But here's the thing, what fuels a 6-year-old can quietly sap the strength of a 66-year-old. Let me explain why. Those colorful gummies and crunchy bits are mostly refined carbs and added sugar with little to no protein or fiber to slow their absorption. That means your blood sugar spikes quickly, then drops just as quickly, and that drop leaves you tired, sluggish. According to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, older adults who eat a high-sugar breakfast are more likely to report daytime fatigue and balance problems. Dr. Alan Moore, a clinical nutritionist specializing in aging metabolism, warns that cereals like Lucky Charms provide empty calories that don't support muscle recovery or leg strength. And here's something no one tells you. The more often you start your day this way, the more accustomed your body becomes to using sugar for energy. And the worse it becomes at handling real exertion like climbing stairs or standing for long periods of time. You're not a kid anymore. Your body doesn't recover like it used to. That's why baby cereals may be silently sabotaging your health. Instead, try oatmeal, eggs, or even whole wheat toast with peanut butter, something with protein and fiber that will actually fuel your legs and brain. So if breakfast cereals can quietly throw off your energy, just imagine what a few harmless squirts of ketchup might be doing to your circulation. 5. Ketchup. Hey, have you ever added a little ketchup to your eggs or toast and thought, just a little, it's fine? I hear that all the time from people over 60. But here's what most people overlook. That little bit often contains more than 150 milligrams of sodium and 4 grams of sugar in just 1 tablespoon. And it adds up fast. Used every day, you're silently raising your blood pressure and blood sugar without even knowing it. Dr. Emily Clark, a cardiovascular nutritionist, warns that the hidden sugar and sodium in condiments like ketchup can reduce blood flow to your legs, making walking more difficult over time. When circulation is impaired, your leg muscles tire faster, recover more slowly, and lose strength over the years. For better blood flow, healthier legs, and long-term health, even small changes like this are important. Try switching to plain ketchup, fresh tomato slices, or just a little mustard instead. Comment 5 if ketchup is still on your dinner table every day. What's next? A breakfast food that's fooling too many people. 6. Bagels. Hey, remember when a bagel and cream cheese used to be the perfect pre-work breakfast? Quick, warm, filling. Back then it was like fuel to start the day. But here's the thing, your body at 65 is not the same as it was at 35. And what about most bagels these days? They're bigger, denser, and made with refined white flour, which quickly turns into sugar. That sugar spike can leave you feeling full for an hour, but then you feel drained, heavy, and sluggish. These drops in blood sugar can reduce blood flow and delay muscle recovery in older adults, says Rachel Monroe, PhD, a senior nutritionist at the Center for Metabolic Aging. Over time, it becomes harder to maintain strength, especially in your legs. And here's the kicker, most bagels have the same amount of carbs as 3 slices of white bread, but no fiber or protein to support your muscles. If you love to eat bagels in the morning, try half a whole wheat English muffin with a little avocado or egg, a smart change that can support your health without sacrificing flavor. If a simple bagel can drain your strength that quickly, just wait, because burgers might be doing even more damage behind the scenes. 7. Burger. Hey, what do you usually eat for lunch? A quick burger and fries with a soda? It's filling, fast, and familiar. But wait an hour, what happens? You feel heavy, sluggish, and a little tired. That's no coincidence. Let's break it down. Most burgers, especially those from fast food restaurants, are high in saturated fat, refined carbohydrates, and sodium. That combination causes inflammation and slows blood flow, especially in the legs. Over time, that means less oxygen to the muscles and slower recovery, even from light activity. According to the American Heart Association, diets high in saturated fat and sodium are linked to poor blood vessel function, which can directly impact mobility and endurance in older adults. Dr. Stephen Cole, a cardiologist who focuses on aging, adds that the repeated inflammation from meals like this contributes to the loss of muscle mass in the lower body. That kind of meal may taste good now, but it slowly erodes your balance, endurance, and strength. If you're craving something hearty, try a lean turkey burger, skip the bun, or pair it with plenty of veggies. You'll still get the flavor, but with fuel your legs could actually use. Comment 7 if burgers are still a part of your weekly routine, and let me know how you're thinking about changing it up. Now, let's wrap it all up with a few final tips for protecting your strength. You see how the little things can add up, right? A soda here, a muffin there, maybe some ketchup or a fast food burger for lunch. None of it feels dangerous at the time, but when you're over 60, those little habits are silently sapping your legs, your energy, your balance, and your independence. It's not just about food, it's about how your body changes as you age, how it handles blood sugar drops, slow blood flow, inflammation, and lack of recovery. And when those effects are repeated day after day, your muscles don't recover as quickly as they used to. Whether it's the sweet cereal you share with your grandkids, the cookies you snack on mid-afternoon, or the warm bagel you've loved for years, some choices simply aren't working for you anymore. Not if you want to continue to walk healthy, stand strong, and live fully. This is not about guilt, it is about awareness. And when you know better, you will do better. So here's the good news. When you start making small changes now, your legs can feel stronger, your steps more steady, your body more energetic. You give yourself a better chance of staying active, independent, and doing the things you love without fear of falling or slowing down. The truth is, some of the foods we've grown accustomed to simply aren't working for us anymore. Especially after 60, when every choice either builds you up or weakens you. This video is a reminder. Protecting your health starts at the dinner table. So take a moment today, check your fridge, drink a little more water, maybe schedule that checkup you've been putting off. And if you find this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to HEALZO for more practical tips on staying healthy as you age. Please share this with someone you care about because we all deserve to stand on solid ground.